Hi there. I just felt like going out into the forest with my cup of tea today because I have free will and I just want to have a little chit chat. So, as the title might say, I have deleted social media, and if you clicked on this video, you are probably going to resonate with a lot of stuff that I'm saying in this video, and hopefully, I can convince you to also get off of social media or make you feel a little bit more understood. I wrote down some stuff in my notes that I wish to discuss because I tend to ramble a lot and lose track of what I was going to say. Yesterday, I was actually having one of those days where I looked at the clock and it was like 7 or 8 p.m. and I kind of realized I wasted the whole day again, like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it just made me feel so pointless. It made me feel like life is just so useless. It's like I am actively participating in the destruction of my own mental health. And I'm currently averaging a screen time of 9 hours a day. And by my calculations, that means I'm spending 135 days out of the year on my phone. 1/3 of every single year behind my screen watching other people live their life. That cannot be possibly healthy. As well as after moving to another country, I had so many regrets of the times that I spent just sitting in my room scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. When we're young, we might feel like we have all the time in the world, and we kind of do, but the time that you have wasted on stuff like that just never comes back. It just hit me so hard when I realized I will never be 16 or 18 or 20 or 21 again. Like, isn't it crazy to think of all the memories that you could have been making while scrolling on your phone? Another thing that really hit me was I was reading this book and there was this one quote: "Do you remember who you are before the world told you who you should be?" And you can apply this quote to many eras of life, because I think in the past people also dealt with this because of societal standards, but I think this quote is just applicable in like full force because of all the stuff set up by social media. I feel like social media really likes to put people into boxes, and once you spend too much time on those apps, you're starting to put yourself into those boxes. You kind of lose all sense of self-identity and humor. Even like, I don't feel like I have my own humor anymore. When TikTok first became popular, I felt so happy, feeling like I have this inside joke running like with the whole world. But as time progressed, I felt like my own thoughts, my own jokes, my own humor, my own personality was no longer authentic or just like me. But one other thing that really made me realize this is my friend Elif. So I have a friend for the past like 6-7 years, and she is such a wonderful person, but if I remember exactly, like 2 years ago, she deleted social media, and somehow along the way, whenever we hang out, I feel like she's subconsciously confronting me with how chronically online I am, if that makes sense. Once you are on social media, you lose your own authentic humor, your sense of self, your own opinions about stuff. I feel like whenever she's funny or she's like joking, it's in such a genuine way. Whenever she's retelling stories, it's her own experiences and not some stuff that she saw online. I'm not scared to say I really wish to be like Elif. Since my channel is very small, most of you guys don't really know me, but I have been doing influencing for like 2 years on Instagram and TikTok, and while I really enjoy it, I met so many incredible people through my social media. I feel like I am part of the problem. I have been like such a big part of the problem of what's happening online. Multiple times I have made glow up content, and I saw it as something like very, how should I say that, very innocent. In a way, I'm like motivating people to be the best versions of themselves by sharing my journey of becoming a better person. What makes me a better person during this glow up? Because all that I'm constantly doing is working out, putting on different or like more makeup, or spending more money on outfits and procedures and this and that. And especially as a woman, like, it is such a waste how we are constantly being pushed to consume and change stuff about our bodies. Because why can the natural form of women not be perceived as pretty? Like, for example, I do shave my arms and legs and this and that, but why do we need to put our bodies through so many different things and beat on a full face of makeup and appear a certain way to be perceived as feminine, and our natural looks are already the epitome of femininity. Our whole autonomy, our face, our skin, our pores, everything about us is feminine. By the way, my tea is so cold now, but I just can't stop drinking it. I love tea. I have deleted social media in the past, like I think 2 times in the past year, and I always ended up re-downloading it because I experienced so much FOMO, because my friends will be talking about this new trend or this new item or this funny video, and I just feel like I cannot resonate with them, I cannot talk with them, I cannot engage in conversation, and this can be such a difficult thing. You just have to push through the FOMO. I'm also talking to myself while saying this because I wasn't able to do this the last few times. For me personally, I also feel like I'm somehow giving up on my dreams by deleting social media, because it is something that I have worked on for the last 2 years. It has been even a source of income for me as a student. For now, I just really want to focus on detoxing from social media and learning to live my life again. There is this thing that I perceive as like the art of living life. So I want you to think about a time where you wanted to pick a restaurant where you're going, or you want to read a book, watch a movie, watch a series. How often did you look onto social media like TikTok and search for recommendations? And don't get me wrong, I think that recommendations and reviews are a great thing. They can really help you pick something when you're in a time rush, but I really want to go back to experiencing things and forming my own opinion. I just noticed myself walking through bookstores and I am spending more time scrolling on TikTok, looking up every single book, or going onto Goodreads and reading every single review to see if I should read this or not, when I could technically just pick up the book and form my own damn opinion, because that's what life is about. Maybe 99 people won't like this certain book, but you will. And you will never find out unless you read it. We shall just be walking around right now, and I'm praying that my camera is not too shaky for you guys. On another note, I really need to take care of my physical health, because I've been neglecting the gym, I've been neglecting stretching, because I'm always telling myself I don't have time. But I do have time, I just spend all of it scrolling. Anyways, I don't want to give you guys any more of a headache than I have probably already done. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these random talks in the woods or anything else. Just comment it down below, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Bye guys! Psst. Also, before I close off, I would like to make a public apology to my mother, because it is really that damn phone.